Have you ever fallen victim to that proverbial disease to please? I know I have.
I gotta admit, yes, and yes, actually. Yeah.
It's so easy to fall into that trap, and we think that if we can just kind of garner other people's approval, if I can get them to accept me,
right,
or this person to like me, or I get mom and dad's blessing if I do this or that. And we end up going down a path that really isn't the path that God called us to travel, right?
That's right, because God's really created us uniquely, and we need to lean into the very person He's created us to be, not to the person someone else might be creating.
And you can't do that if you're a victim to the disease to please.
Right.
You've got to recognize that God has called you to travel a path that you're going to go down in spite of what anybody else says or
right,
anybody else believes, right? And that is sometimes a challenge. But I love what Paul says about this. He has this verse in Ephesians.
Yeah.
I want you to read it for us. He talks about running. I just love this.
Yeah, listen to what the Apostle Paul says. I want you to get out there and walk. No, better yet, run on the road God called you to travel. I don't want any of you sitting around on your hands. I don't want anyone strolling off down some path that goes nowhere.
And isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
It goes nowhere when
right,
we fall victim to trying to please everybody else instead of listening to God's voice in our life that says, here's the path that you need to follow. And I love how Paul says, get out there, walk down that, better yet, run down the path that God has called you to travel.
Yeah, and when you listen to sort of the gifts that people affirm in you, when you think about the experiences that God has allowed in your life, those can sort of be nudges for you on the message God is sending you, your path to travel, not anyone else's path.
Right. No more need to fall victim to the disease to please.